got over here, and then some watercolor. And I'm actually just going to wet my watercolor. I am actually going to use my spritzer, although it's my metal spoon. I don't have my little dropper here. Okay, and then I've got a normal brown brush to work with. Start off with, and then I've got some aquarels ink tints there. Okay. Sodam, so we can start. Yeah. Okay, so she's going to share the screen, and you all can join in with the drawing. So the first drawing is a blind contour. Give me a sec, let me just share the screen. She's going to share the screen, and I'm going to just take myself off camera here. And before we start, can we just, can someone just drop on the chat if you can see the reference picture or not? Which one do you want?
Yes, we can see.
That one there? Yeah, that one. Okay, can everybody see that one?
Yeah,
it's the white cup with the blue patterns. Okay. So without looking at your drawing, you just look at the screen and then you start drawing. So this is just a normal warm-up exercise, and I try and do that almost every day. Okay, so I'm just going to start at the top. You can join me while I'm doing this. And without looking and without picking up your hand, you're just going to start drawing. And I'm actually just first going to do the outside of this. And it's going to take a while to get used to it. Okay, and let your shoulders down so that you can actually focus. All right. And down the cup. Going to follow those two little blue lines. Go up. And it's actually just to teach your hand to follow what your eyes see. I'm going to go down that line. Up. Go up for that pattern. And now you could just mute yourself so that there's no extra sounds.
No, I think it's in the lounge in dining. Why don't you look at it quickly and bring it to me?
That's it. Okay, so that's the first one. So I'm actually going to redo it now by looking at the cup as well. Okay, so I'm going to take the exact same one. First, going to have some tea, coffee.
Good morning.
Okay, so would it be possible to mute all the people? Okay.
My parking bay opposite to the reception is frequently used by Thomas people.
Laurence, just try and mute, mute
for
yourself.
suppliers and contractors.
Okay. All right, so I'll start again, but this time I'm looking at my drawing as well as the picture. Okay, no problem. We're just going to mute all the people. If you can't mute yourself, I think it's somewhere at the bottom. Just try and mute yourself so that we don't hear everything. We'll give you some time to chat afterwards. All right. So I'm just going
Okay, I have a net link. This one. Yeah, I mean, I think isn't it you where there's the other card?
Okay, there I am. Okay, I think I'm back. I hope you can hear me, but okay, let's do the next drawing. So you see, I haven't picked up my pen yet. And I'm going to redraw it, but with looking at my drawing as well as the picture without lifting up my hand. Right. Okay. And even if it's not perfect, I don't mind actually. Going back there and going there. Just doing that bit. All right. I think that's enough for that one. I'm going to change my drawing. Okay, Saddam, we're going to do the blue. She's just going to see which one, that one. Okay, so for this one, I want you to actually take both hands and redo it on with both hands. I want to make sure that you can see. Can you actually see my whole book? Saddam, can you see the whole book?
Yes.
Okay. So I am actually going to take my 2 pens and I'll draw something that's symmetrical for this one, just as a challenge. Because you can actually move both hands together and you look at your drawing as well as on your picture. So I have to look up at my screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can do this. Now, this is a very good exercise for your hands and eye coordination. Okay. Now you can draw this with me. Going up. And I'm going to do that. I want to go to that inside drawing. Now let's see, how far do I need to go? Like there. So you take both hands. This is difficult. Because it's not symmetrical, this one. Not the way that the plate is put, but okay, let's do this thing this way. I'm first going to do this one. Then I go together. Remember, it's not getting it perfect. It's teaching your hand and eye to listen to each other. Okay, I'm going to do that part there.
Photoshop.
Okay.
You know, there's a Photoshop tool. If you just draw one side, it draw the other side automatically.
Okay. Like that.
Try.
Okay.
Left hand, if right hand won't even listen to me.
I hope my host is drawing with us.
Drawing.
And chatting. Anyway.
Thank you.
So I've got 2 people drawing with me in the studio today.
Someone is asking, would it be possible to have Sonia's screens bigger? We will improvise at our next session.
Okay, we'll try and do that. As this is our first session, you can imagine the excitement that we both have and not knowing what to do just yet.
Oh, so
Okay.
someone said, could you get a larger picture of your drawing? It is minimized.
Yeah, you can't
Also,
have both.
But I also think you guys try to work on a laptop or computer screen instead of like a small devices. I don't know which device are you connecting with. Some of the technical
And I think if you click on me, it will actually make that one bigger, the one with the drawing, but it will make it bigger. You can try that as well.
Can I make a suggestion for people? There are some buttons on the top right. There's a view button and there's a button next to that. And if you click on a few of those items, you'll eventually find one that blows up the screen of the person who's talking, which is Sonia.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
so now I do have that one
Thank you.
big. It took me quite a while to find it, but something I clicked on up there worked.
Okay, good. Yeah, click some buttons.
Yeah,
That's our advice for today.
top right.
Because
Top
we're
right.
all in a big learning curve here and we're enjoying ourselves tremendously. Because we would like to do this more often so that people can draw more and be comfortable with drawing as a hobby of its own. Okay. I'm definitely gonna do this more. It's such fun. Oh, I love it. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, next one. So I'll be on the for the first half an hour, and I've put my reminder on my phone so that I know when to stop. And then Don will do the second session. All right. Then she can panic for a change. Okay, I'm just going to choose my following picture. I think that one is very nice. So I took a top view of this cup. The reference picture is on its way. My operator is sorting out Zoom. Okay, good. So for this one, I'm going to do a contour drawing again, but I'm going to do one that I'm looking at the picture as well as my drawing. All right. So you can see the top of the cup is almost round. Okay. And it's got little bits of indents. And this is where I can tell you I embrace wonky. Okay. All right. Let's see. And again, I'm not picking up my hand or my pen. Putting in the T. And I'm going down the cup here. Oh my gosh, it's going to be wonky, but it's fine. Right. The handle. Okay. My drawing will make you feel a lot better. Got a little fat in there. Put in. Just going to go back onto my drawing there. Just going to reshape that one a bit. And if you work nice and light, and it doesn't matter how many lines you have. And as I always say, if you don't start perfect, you don't have to end perfect. Okay? And it will get better with time. Then, okay, I'm going to do the pattern in as well. Right, I'm just going to start here. Yes, I know I lifted my pen. So don't do what I do what I say. Something like that. Anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. And
Someone is seeing my screen. You just need to click Sonia's screens if you want to. I mean, you need to see us.
Yeah, click on my screen and it will probably go bigger. Okay. So we probably won't post this video just yet on social media. You'll get there. The idea is that one will eventually, this will become like a little get together where people draw together, having fun, and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Sodam is having fun here at the background. Okay. In this, someone is trying to phone me. I'm going to quickly just, I won't answer you now, sorry. Can't even send you a message. All right. So I'm just going to quickly finish this bit. Actually, I don't need to finish. I can stop right there. Okay, now this is my fountain pen that I got yesterday. So I'm quite keen on using it. And it's filled with permanent ink, okay, which means I have to keep using my pen also. Otherwise, it will block. All right, so now I've spritzed my watercolor a bit so that it's activated. It just makes it a little bit more soft at the top. And I can actually work into it. This is a cheap brush. I'm using my cheap brush for now. And I'm going to, you see, my thing is quite dirty. I don't like to clean it too often. I make a nice puddle of the tea color. I'm going to start there. And then I'm just going to fill it in. And also, I'm going to leave some white in the drawing. Okay, just going to do that. And then it's got a gray kind of shadow. And I love mixing purple and green. And I'm going to make it quite watery for now. Just fill it in there. Now the cup, this side is mostly dark. And this side too. Now I'm just going to quickly, now that's the thing with watercolor. If you use it as a play medium like I do, you have to work quite fast to not overcomplicate it. Okay, and that's it. I've got my piece of towel there, and you can see backgrounds are already happening over there. I think I'm going to use some of that gray over here as well. And I've got this blue-green, let's see, blue-green kind of patterns more or less over there. And I'm just going to blot them in. Okay, I can see the color is not quite right. But I stopped showing my reference with the thing so that people can't compare. It's the best advice ever. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in there. And then it's got a little bit of a brown. Let's just mix it with that. And you can also see I'm not coloring in. I am actually just dropping in some of the colors, even when there's no lines and things. I'm just dropping in the color. And I can also use the back of my brush to do that. And I'm done with that drawing. Okay, so what I'd like to do normally is I will write down the date. I've actually got a date stamp. So today is the 28th of March. And it's our first Zoom drawing. Yay! And it's my permanent pen, permanent ink. And it's my Lamy Venom. Oh, I can't remember the rest of the name, but it's a new. My husband bought each of us one, but then I loved both. So I convinced him to borrow his. Look at this one. Isn't it beautiful? It's like a aubergine, it's called. And it's got supposedly the contrasting color yellow there. And this one supposedly got the orange and blue contrasting color. But isn't it lovely? Lovely. Anyway. What else can I draw? Yeah, talk about that. And then I dropped in watercolor. All right. And that's the first drawing done. I don't know how much time we've got left. Let me see. We've got 6 minutes left. I think that one is fine. We can use that one. So Dom will change the picture. And then this one, I'm just going to do watercolor. This one. Yeah, that one. And you can see it's got less, it shows less of tea. So this one is just now wet, so I don't want to really spoil it. And for this one, I'm actually going to use the watercolor pencils. And I'm just going to use a soft color, like this one is a raw sienna. It's a very soft color. And it actually doesn't matter which color. It's not about the color. It's more about what I'm drawing with. And I'm just going to start with my contours. I'm trying to put that in, and then so you'll see I'm drawing a little bit faster now. And I'm not lifting my pen, I'm just feeling the object there. And I'm putting in the foot of the cup, and it's actually got a nice handle there. By just studying the handles and things, you can really practice your drawing and your observational skills quite nicely. And you can see I'm almost using that waltzing method where I go back and forth, back and forth. And I check where the connections are with the cup. And it's got a little bit more of a lip going on there. And the same on this side. So I'm exploring my cup. All right, and why I do it this with this kind of pencil, it's because it's not permanent. And I can still edit it. Okay, it's got a nice gold rim. And with this, I'm going to do a study of the shadow patterns. So, let's see. I'm actually going to do just a, let me see, a dark color. So the shadow is going over there. And this is quite dark. This part is quite dark there. Because it's a soft light, the transition on this side is quite soft. So I'm just going to try and make it a very soft transition there. And back into that color. So this part is dark. That kind part is dark there. This whole bit, and it shows the shape of the saucer there. And it's not in that little space there. And again, this is quite soft. I'm just softening it with water on that side, so that it's not a harsh transition there. Then I'm going back into my dark. I'm just doing like a neutral kind of color. It's not this. It's not a color per se. It's quite neutral. Okay, that color. It's the cup shape there. There's a little bit of reflected light there. And then it goes this way, and it's got the shape of the thing over there. Oh, I like it. Oh. And it's actually quite an important part of drawing, is telling yourself that you're doing a great job. Okay, I'm just going to emphasize that little bit there. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I can't help it. Okay, because it catches the light there. I just want to show that a little bit. That little bit there is darker. This little bit here is quite dark. Okay, I think that's all. Okay. I'm just to put that rim in there, but yeah, I almost want to say don't do too much, because this is just an exercise. Okay, again, I'll just write down. I've used my, actually, I always write the date as well. March. And zoom. Ah, great. Watercolor, pencil, raw sienna, and practicing shadow shapes. And I'm writing neatly on purpose so that you can see it's not necessary to worry about. Okay, so you've got nice lost edges here and there, which also helps you to learn about the lost edges. And then I would like to show you some of the gallery pictures, and then I'm done for today. And I can draw with Saddam. Okay. I'll drop this in the chat, the art chat, so that you can actually also see it during the week, so that if you want to practice.
Also, maybe help you to screen share this. So you can.
Yes, you can teach me how to screen share this.
You just need to. Where is this? You see this share button, and then you just click your screen number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, great. That, and then it should able to be visible. Let me check it on my.
She's just going to check if it's visible. Okay, so this one that I'm showing right now, she's just sharing it quickly.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, so this one is just watercolor. And I mean, this is really fast. It's like 3 minutes. Okay, so you can see you can do lots of studies with it. And like with this one, what I love about that is just the watercolor. So I would write down what I've done there. So with this one, it says mixed media, not ideal for proper watercolors. And what I used here was ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, can't remember the red, quinacridone gold, viridian or sap green. So, and you can see I write down everything that I've done with it. So I really love doing that because I'm studying. This one was done with shadow violet. And I first put in the shadow shapes and the cast form shadows. This is the cast shadows. The form shadows are following the form of the object, and then the cast shadows are normally the darkest because there's no light there. Okay. Working in a studio, there's light everywhere, but yeah, normally a cast shadow is the darkest bit. So I'm just showing you some of the examples here. This one was done with a double contour drawing and then just filled in with a bit of watercolor. Okay, that one too. And I love these little drawings. This one was done with my Inktense pencils and then add water to that. That one is when you actually just study parts of the cup. This one is just the working out of it and more technical bits. So you can see there's lots of ways to practice. This one was one of the cappuccinos that I drank that I just exercised or practiced this. And I love doing this just with watercolor. And for that, you actually need quite a bit of light. Okay, this one was done with a very thin, it says here, sitting at least doing teacup pours of steel, just use the water brush, so the scope of it is a bit limited. And obviously I had 3 cups of tea. But pattern is still skew, but a good exercise in detail. See, I always come back with something positive for myself. So that's something that I taught myself over the years now. That's the same cup that we just did in the beginning. And you can see different kinds of exercises. So for now, I'm signing off. And then Saddam will take over with the rest. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this part. And must I mute mine so that it doesn't make that weird sound?
Okay, let me mute.
You have to mute me. Okay.
I will mute you.
Okay.
Someone asked, this is amazing. Could we get a copy of the recording of today? I missed a few minutes, unfortunately. What do you think, Sonia?
I think it's fine if we put it on the chat.
Yes.
As long as you know it's not a professional recording and it's our first time that we've done it, but you're welcome to watch it on your own time then. Yeah.
Hopefully we are recording this. I did set it to recording, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll have to figure this out as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining, and over to Saddam.
Let me also just it's my yeah. Can you guys hear the sound?
I can.
Or is it echoing? It seems like it's echoing from my side. Where is the sound coming from? I just need to check. Always this technical thing. Sounds is good. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, we can only see the forest scene on the screen.
That is Sonia's screen, I think. Sonia, let me stop sharing your screen. Okay. That should be fine. And everyone can see my screen, the pink papers.
No, we're still seeing Sonia's art screen.
Okay, let me just try to figure this out quickly. I'll put this in. Okay, I'm not going to move this here. Ooh, technical. And then
I can see your screen on the pink paper.
can you see it?
People need to go again to the top right-hand corner and click on the gallery view to start seeing everything again and then zeroing in on the ones they want.
Spotlight. It should be working. Okay, and I will just share my screen. I didn't prepare any exercise. I'm just going to do the basically how I do my sketching. And maybe next session I will have some exercise. So let me also share my screen again. Can everyone see my screen as well for the references? Sonja's kick up. So I will be sketching these images down here. It's gonna be not too long. Okay, let me check our time. We do have quite limited time, and you can all see the screen. Okay. Sonja, you just need to check on the chat for me. What I like to do, I normally like to work with this pen down here. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Lyra Aqua Brush Duo. So I like to work with pen like this. And I like to build a silhouette. So whenever I'm looking at the images down here, I will always look at the big shape first. So using the light color, I don't know if you guys can see this pink color, but first, is it too light? Okay, let me just see. Because I like to build light to dark. But I can use them, but that's too dark. I think I'm going to stick to this. It is still there. So what I will do, I will first build the silhouette, the shape. Once it filled up a little bit, shape will be a little bit more easier to see. I mean, my drawing approach is quite intuitive, I think, so that's what went. Also, this is my first time doing demos, so please be kind, and then I will add some details afterward. Always starting with a big shape, and then you add the details as it goes. And if things make mistake, it's fine. I will always work with the lighter color. So whatever you made a mistake, we can cover it up with a darker color. And that really helped me a lot. And you must learn to forgive yourself. If you do make a mistake, then shit happens. So I like to build, I will always look for the shape first. Where is the big chunk of shape that I can use it? Then I will block it out first. So now there's a shape, and I'll just fill that off. So we are starting to see the ghost image of this. I forgot what is this name of this place. It was somewhere in Portugal, in Sintra, but I just don't know the name of the place. I can't remember. Then we're just building up the shape. One second.
You can see that the actual reference, but your drawing is very small. So
Is
I
it?
need to change that, and I don't know how to change that.
Should I? You just need to click my images.
How do I click? Because I click with, I think I click.
It should be like
It's very strange. I don't know why it's doing but I'll fix it later. Because, yeah, we don't know how to fix
Yeah.
that because now Saddam's actual demo is very small.
Is it?
Yeah. So
You just need to click my icons. I mean, it should be have something like this. On my iPad, it looks like this. I don't know why it's
okay. Anyway, you can go. That's fine.
Okay. And if you do want to have a darker color, which I forgot to bring, I always forgot to bring, you can actually build up on this. This is the acrylic paint marker, so it's quite opaque. That's why I like using this to cover it up. to my final shape. It is actually working. If it doesn't work, I have to shake it a bit. Yeah, so I like working on a layer a lot, and I normally like to sketch outside, so it feels a little bit weird sketching from the picture now. Always finding the big chunk of shape is the first thing that I will always approach to tackle anything that is difficult. Is it not working, Sonia?
I can see yours when I take the, if I change the view, side by side sweeper. It's a little bit bigger, but it's still not the main screen.
Oh, we'll have to figure that out. And then once I got the ghost image and silhouette of the building sorted out, then I'm start adding details afterward.
Sonia, if you click on the picture where Saddam is drawing, on the bottom left and the bottom right, there's little lines, and you can grab those and stretch the picture bigger.
Try that, Sonia.
Hopefully.
We need her.
We need to contact us afterwards and teach us.
Yeah, you must teach us, because
It really works. So there's a line between the two, and you just drag the one that you want to see bigger, and then it actually shows up your image a little bit bigger. Gosh, that's just beautiful.
always learning new things, eh? Is my image building up?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I use a lot of mixed media, so I like to just layering things up. Let me give some shadows to give a depth. But I will have to figure out how to explain it better. I can see there's shadows on this side, where here there's quite a bit of dark shadows here. So I'll probably also block it out with this lighter pink. So we know there's the shadows coming through. I see there's another dark shadow at the bottom side, so I will just make sure it does that. In order for shadows to, stand out, you must make it more darker. That's why I will just pick up another darker color, and I'll just build on the shapes. Thank you. Next time I should use it. I'll go on. I don't know if I'll go with the preference of that.
Just to add to what Saddam is doing, she's an urban sketcher of note.
Yeah.
And she loves to work with bright colors. And so she introduced bright colors to me as well. So it's actually quite fun to work with.
And I like to work with colored paper. It's actually less daunting than white paper, because white paper is just blank and you just don't know where to start. And the color paper has just helped me to, I guess I'm using pink paper, so I can't use certain color. So it helped me to choose the color according to the papers of the color. So I really like working with that. And like, for example, like here, I want to add that little bit of the texture of the bricks. Then I will use my favorite crayons. Can I just use any of this? Just one is fine. I like to use, is it showing Neocolor pastel? No, not the pastel. It's a crayon from Caran d'Ache. And it really create nice texture out of it, like. Since there's a quite uneven brick patterns, I don't need to add all the details. As it gets lighter, I will not add a lot of details here because I just want to show there's a dark and light contrast. Oh, thank you. I'm so kind, so generous. So I will add the details of these bricks on the darker side, so I can actually give this rough, uneven texture. But I will let it loose down on here, so it's just show that there's a light coming through. So using this kind of scribble line can also give texture and also give a depth, like a shadows. Oh, okay. It's running imposter, yeah. Let me just like my cat away. Oh, I'll sit up there. You can see here in the bottom is quite darker. I can also just use these crayons to darken it up. 10 minutes left, so that's good. So I don't know if you guys like sketching outside, outdoor. We got a group called Urban Sketcher in Cape Town. So we meet every once a month. So if you guys are interested, please let me know. And it's free meetup. It's purely for social purposes. And you got to visit a lot of random places in Cape Town, which I didn't know they exist. There's a silhouette of people. And I will also add the peoples here. Doesn't have to be in details. It looks like it's someone is there. It's going to indicate where the ground is. My acrylic paint marker is a bit dry, but that's fine. It's got quite interesting textures to it. Now this area darker as well. And this is the beauty of using this Caran d'Ache crayon because it's actually smudged it's water soluble. So it also creates quite interesting depths when you're working with this aqua based brush with Caran d'Ache water soluble crayon. It's quite nice. I didn't expect I didn't plan this. Create actually quite nice dark contrast that I like. The bottom section here is quite dark in the shade. Shadow, so I will get that contrast there. If you do want to add tree, you can. not trying to draw accurate as possible. I just want to try to convey the whole mood and the vibe of the place. So as long as some information added bit there, little by little, we know that it's building with a tree and stuff. It is making sense.
Lovely.
We'll scribble lines to trying to create this uneven brick textures. And I can see now my people's a little bit too light. Where is that darker marker thing? There's a she does. I need to find a little bit more darker. I'll just use the brown. Up this, so I can create the human figure more darker. Okay, let's do the shadows. So it's out of it. That's a little bit of brick patterns very lightly here. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with this. You can make certain area more darker and lighter, but that is up to you guys. But that's pretty much
That's wonderful.
Mm.
Yeah.
was very short and good.
Yeah, I think we'll post the reference in the chat group as well. So if you want to do that on your own time, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I'm very, very pleased we got it done. And thank you, Sodam, for setting it up for us. And I think every time we do it, it's going to get easier and we'll know how to put the camera on the right side.
Yes, I need to. I forgot to bring one of my tools to do that overhead shot.
Yes,
So
but that's fine. We'll get it ready for next time. So thank you so much all for joining. We'll post a recording if it came out correctly. And then we'll also
record
and we will certainly also put on the actual reference pictures for everybody so that you can also practice them on your own time. Okay, hopefully we'll see you soon again and thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Unmute. If anybody wants to ask questions, you're welcome.
Yeah, let me just figure this out.
Figure it out so that if any of you want to ask questions that you are
Oh, there is it.
the unmute.
Mute.
Ask all to unmute.
You can actually chat with us. All right. Good. Anybody wants to ask any questions?
Pressure.
And I don't know who helped us with Zoom just now, telling us what to do. Who are you? Reveal yourself.
Reveal
that we can
yourself.
also
We want you.
We want you next time.
Yeah, we want you.
help us host.
It was me, Kira.
Kira, thank you so much. I thought it was you. So thank you so much. Yeah, we still got a lot to learn, but obviously we don't mind. Gonna give it a good go. And yeah, it was such fun.
I didn't know my video was upside down.
It was upside down, but it was like somebody was watching, from the table that it will be the
No, I could have edited this. Sorry about
I
that.
don't know. I didn't want to
I can edit
interrupt
it.
you.
Oh, sorry about
Anyway.
that. But I'll fix that next time.
But for next time, we'll just fix it. It's fine. Any other questions?
Sodam, could you post all the pins that you're using in there?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you want us to
That
put
was
it in the
lovely.
chat then?
Thank you.
Yeah. Lovely.
Thank
Okay,
you so
that's
much,
all.
Ramen.
Anybody else? Okay.
No, Sonia, no
See
questions,
you.
but it was absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much. Keen to look at the next one, and would be thrilled to have a copy of the video. Obviously, we won't post that on social media at all, but it would be amazing to be able to take time just to slowly work through it over
Yeah.
it again. So thank you
Judy?
so much.
Judy, is that you?
Yes.
Okay. I'll phone you afterwards because I think you can also join the chat group. It's a very nice chat group. And then all the videos and things are posted on there.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sonia. It's been
Okay.
incredible.
We'll chat soon.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody for joining. We'll definitely do this on another time of the day as well, so that people that are working can join us as well. Okay. Thank you, everyone. It's nice to see you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. This area is very dark, actually.
All right, you can stop the recording and
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hi, Moggy.
Hello, Son.
Hello. Oh, so nice to see the friendly faces. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, have you stopped recording?
Yeah.
Okay, good.